It's a privilege for me to stand before you. I appreciate this woman so much. Hilda, thank you. Nebaza Katonda nti yampa omukyalo omuluufu. I am proud of you. I love you. Nkukiririzaamu, and I will support you all the way. Amen. She asked me to say something, like talk about business, because my life has been business. All my life has been business. Ebintu ebirala byemmanyi kusaba, kunoonya Katonda, byemmanyi. Naye ova ku ekyo ndi musajja musuubuzi. Mbulira kyonna nali nsubudde kasooli, mpulidde wano abaasindika ku matooke n'ebirala byonna. Nasubulako kasooli, kayita singa wali yandibabulidde, buli kimu nali nkikozeeko. And my mother says I got that from her. Because she says, when she gave birth to me, she did not have what they call maternity leave, because yali mukyala musuubuzi. So she says, nakukubanga ku mugongo ne nnenyaloole, ne ngenda mu butale obw'obubuulo. Mubumanyi? You don't know those markets? Where you look at this one. Those markets keep moving. Like one can be in Kasubi, another one can be in Soroti, another. So she would go to all those markets. And she says, I think I just passed on this thing to you. Why? Because all through, there is no Katale in Uganda that I did not go to. Because my mother, much as she was married and my father was there, but she was the mother and father. Yali taata, yali mama. I remember very well nga ntandika okuvubuka. Nga bakugoba school fees n'ogenda ewa taata agaddayo eka. Ani akugambye okujja wano? Olwo n'ogenze ku mulimu gwe. Because mom would be like, genda ewa taatawo. So you're like, ngende ewa taata. Tomanya bayinzo. N'otuuka akulengerera eri. N'agamba, my father, he passed on, was a very nice man. But then ng'akulengeraga, n'abuuza, ozze kola ki? Noyimirira n'oga, bangobye school fees. Agaddayo eka. N'okyuka n'odda waka. But when you will get home, ng'osanga mama ayiyiza. She would pay. There was this particular time where atunda gomesi, eyo gomesi ngisasudde naye kyaganya okuggwayo. I've tried to pay that gomesi, I have failed. I have bought her all the gomesis. I have tried and I have failed. Even when I speak about it, I get emotional. Because it was her gomesi. Omanyi no gye batereka ng'ogijjayo ku pate. Nga yagitereka ya pate ya wedding. She got it and sold it and paid my school fees and my brother's school fees. And that just got to my head. You know? I get emotional when I talk about it. Anyway, I want to slightly talk about business. Now, how do you begin a passion-based business? I think that's what I'm supposed to be talking about, right? Now, we've been talking about passion in relation to skill. Passion. Abamu bagamba passion is inborn, which is, I think, is true. Kuba omuntu yenna ali passionate about something, yes, aganga akyagala kyakola. So it's passionate about it. He loves it and he feels it. I usually give an example of Messi, omusambi wa kapiira. We all know Messi. Okay? I read about his story. Yasavingako ne chai naye nga sente zaakola okuva mu chai zimuyamba genda kufuna kakisa asyange kyangemu kapiira mu kisaawe. Nga he makes money from serving tea at a certain cafeteria. Bwe bamuwa ssente n'agenda n'agambako kimpayo akakisa nsambe munkwegayiridde ninayo $10. Bamugamba sambamu. And today you know where he is. He was passionate. He loved what he was doing. His life was the ball. And indeed, his legs have paid. Right? He's a multi-billionaire. There are so many who are like that. The Inzikuru of this world, they came on the face because of using their legs. Ani abalala bemumanyi. Wanji? Now, let me tell you something about passion. You know? Let me tell you something about passion. Passion yo eyinza okwekweka okumala emyaka 3 neevaayo neekututumula mu myaka 2. Omukubo ye Kano Sanders yali mufumbi wa nkoko, yakizula ine emyaka 60. Yamala ebiseera bingi nnyo mu magye n'aretiringa n'abikaminga useless. Paka bwe yagamba naye buli wenakolanga enkoko eno waliwo abagiryanko ne bagyagala. Nkoze ntya okukola enkoko eno ngiteeke ku mutindo ngitunde. Actually, bw'akola ekirungo kye yagendako mu restaurants ez'enjawulo n'agezaako akibaguze ne bamugoba. n'avaayo n'ekirungo kye n'agamba kale nja kufuna akaduuka wali ntandikira awo. You see an entrepreneur, a business person, he has a passion, he has this skill and he wants to put it to work. N'atandika. Bw'atandika, today is all over the world. Newankubadde yafa, his legacy outlives him. Newoogenda wa everyone ffenna tumumanyi. Olw'enkoko yo gye bayita KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yagitandikira eyo. Anyway, we've talked about passion so many times, and everyone under this roof olunaku olwolwaleero, there is something that you can do. It just takes time okwezuula. Bw'omala okwezuula, there is no going back. It may take some time, naye bw'omala okwezuula, there is no going back. So, number one, we've been talking about passion, and the thing is, we're discussing how do we begin a passion-based business. Number one, ekisookerwako nga tekyesinga obukulu, kwezuula. Okwezuula. Kino ky'oba owandiika, bintu bimeka ebikusanyusa kubanga memuva okwezuula. Kintu ki ekikusanyusa nti bw'okitunulako bw'oti, you warm up to it. Owulira akabugumu, owulira mulingo, you excited, and even if they ask you to do it for free, you can do it. Ebintu ebyo biba nga biringa 10 byonna biwandiike bikulu, because memuva okwezuula. Nti bwe bakugamba nti yimba, teweetaaga muntu yenna kuteekateeka otandika kukooloobya. Weesanga okooloobya, ate bw'okooloobya ne bagamba omuntu ono nno ayina engeri gy'ayimba ate nayo be bazaawi si beebo. I'm giving real examples. You heard what the mother said. Okay, tetugendayo. But anyway, okwezuula, weezuule ng'onoonya ebintu. Look out for some of those things that you get excited about, the things that you love doing. Anytime they wake you to do it, if it's cooking, you love cooking, you will not grumble about it. You will find yourself in the kitchen fixing that meal. And when you fix it, you always get compliments. Okay, these beans taste different. There's something actually you understand? So, ekintu ekiri passion based kyonna kiri inborn. You don't have to kuteekamu kingi nnyo kikola. You can do it effortlessly because it's in you. So bw'oba wandika bintu bimeka ebikwanguyira okukola by'osobola okuwominga up to easily, and you find yourself starting it. It could be your passion. Now, mpita mu bwangu. Usually we go to school. When we go to school, okay, tutrainingibwa mu bintu ebyenjawulo. We get skills n'ebirala. Now, there is the bit about going to school, n'obaako okuyigirizibwa kw'ofunye oba n'wabaawo skill gy'ofunye. Skill eyo kintu kikulu. Okay? That skill is something that is really key. Because your passion plus your skill is not something that is small. Kintu kikulu. So abamu kumwe abalowooza nti passion yokka emala, I don't disagree with you, but the skill is not bad as well. Nti olina ekintu kyewakugukamu, wagenda ku ssomero n'obako ekintu ky'osoma kikulu. So we have a passion plus a skill. Now when we have a passion plus a skill, the next thing that we are going to look at is abantu abali the other side. Bwe balaba ekintu kino, kiki kye bafuna mu bwongo bwabwe? Do they like it or they don't like it? Now, I wrote down something here. It's called the intersection between the two. Your passion plus your skill, their intersection is called convergence. And that convergence is supposed to help you get people who are willing to buy into your idea. Oina a passion, you have this passion, you have a skill, okay? Now, the intersection called convergence leads you to people who will be interested in your passion or skill. Oba abantu abayinza okuba willing okutunulira kyokola. Bagamba kirimu omulamwa tukyetaaga oba tetukyetaaga. Now, waliwo ebintu bingi nnyo bye tubiri passionate about, naye ng'abantu tebabyetaaga. Wangi? Bamba bogeddeko wano wali passionate about eating chicken. You're so passionate about it, you can eat all the chicken in this world. No one is going to buy that. You're passionate about parties, that's good. Hobbies is all you like, you're a party. No one is going to pay you for going to the parties. Wanji, nebo tambula party 10, we will still bwembera boyfriend bankulengerera mukamuli bwogamba njagala agenda ku party nga nyweze ensawo. No. Waleti eruwa keberega tulinamu za mata. Suzigaza za mata z'abaana na rent. Lwaki kubanga gwe buli party ogigendako. So there are some passions that people are not willing to pay for. They're not interested in. So you could be passionate about so many things, but what makes a difference is there is a passion that people are willing. So abantu bebachiraba, they get interested. So it's not enough to be passionate and have a passion. It's also important that the passion you have rhymes well with us. Abakutunulira. So when we look at it, tuchietaga. So we are willing to pay for it. If you're not willing to pay for it, then it's not necessary. We'll ignore it. So when we look at someone, he's a good speaker. Now, I'm a broadcaster. From broadcasting, there are some people that I've interested. I've met so many more broadcasting, but some of them started in just a meeting where you sit with a young man, and within 2 minutes, you're like, "What do you do?" It's like, "What?" Okay. Usually the conversation begins with, "What's so much?" Gamba nakola social sciences at the university. No, so what are you doing? No, I'm just on the streets looking for a job. I'm like, "Can you come and see me next week?" Mugamba, "It's okay." It's okay. Next week, Naja. No, Mugamba, "Auntie, get a production studio and just do this for me." Now get a production studio within 5 minutes, and everyone is overwhelmed. They're like, he has the right voice, he has the right intonation, there is warmth in his voice, he has all the qualities of a good radio presenter. Some of them right now as we speak, they're working for the #1 stations in this country. Nainga, it started from a conversation where you just listen to the guy and you're like, the guy has a radio voice and he doesn't know. Rogamba, people can pay millions for it, they can pay a lot of money for it. It's like, are you serious? Abamu kubo bandi badeo wano. Some of them abamu benina wano beni balu abano from the university. And you see something so special about him that when he starts doing it, you're like, this is super. I can mentor this guy, I can groom this guy into something. And before you realize, he's serving the nation and he's happy. Okay? So, ekintu ekyokuba ne passion ne skill tekimala. We should be able to appreciate it and be able to buy it. Ekyo mukiwandiise. So the intersection between the two is called the convergence. And that's really key. Number 3, we write skill transformation. Now, skill transformation is being able to see the ability Mumuntu is not only good at one thing, but is good at 2, 3, 4 more things. And that's a special ability. Now, this is something again that is really, really good. Abamukumwe mubaddeko n'abantu. Nolaba omuntu nga his organizational abilities, just the organizational abilities are excellent. Nga bw'otuula naye bw'oti, nolaba engeri gy'akolamu ebintu bye. I like this guy. He's smart, he's intelligent, he is nice. Nenga waliwo mu hiring for something else. Or mubulamu bwe kyamanyi okola kirala, kibamu training okola kirala. Waliwo abantu bemusinkanye, they're so good with crowd controls. Bw'omuleeta wano ajja kumanya nti wano walina okuba ekkubo, abantu bajja kutuula side eno, bano batuule wano. Do you know that people are paying a lot of money for that? Wanji? Protocol. Okay? So, some of you, as we are seated here, there are about 2 or more things about you that you don't know. All that you need is someone, the Bahatis of this world, to hold your hand and tell you, by the way, you're not just a secretary. You're one of the best PR, public relations officers in this country. You can begin a PR company. You can begin this, you can begin that, you can do this, and you can do this. And before you realize, you're through the roof. You're making it. You're so good. But someone must be able to see that and be able to pay for it. So, at times, I've gone to schools with her, and I've noted, Nemugamba, omukyalo oyo, obusomesa yabuva mudda naye tamanyi. She's so good to just be a teacher. You understand? She's so good. Sometimes I go with her to restaurants and we eat. I usually tip. And I tip them kusinzira ku services zaabwe. Buli bwaba nga najja nankebirako, hello, are you still okay? Antegera olukumi. Badda nankebira anything else that you need olukumi. So sometimes Mvao, she knows it. I'm tipping a 15 or even a 20,000 or even more. And I usually tell her, Onu, she's not just a waiter. She's one of the best managers that Javas could ever hire. They don't need the Indians. Seriously. Now, when it comes to skill transformation, I can assure you, you're so good at so many things that you don't know. You just need someone to look at you critically. Like I look at my wife critically, and I'm like, this is a time bomb. Ono mukazi. Namusabe ekintu kimu togenda mu politics. Ekyo namwegaira negamba togenda yo saagala ofe. She's ambitious. She can be anything. You understand? When she starts to speak, she can convince you about something that is irrelevant, and you think it's relevant. So I was like, in politics, integrity and tono. Tulayira integrity, the integrity yagana mu politics. So togenda, yoremugambe togenda okwegairira. I know you can be the president, but please don't be, because I will not be a vice president. And I don't want to be there. I want to sleep, and I want to have sound sleep in my bed. So don't even think about it. But what I'm saying, there are so many things about you that only a few people can be able to tell. And that's what we call a skill transformation. So oba wandika, mbadde nkusaba. Wandika, gezaako boba osobola get an accountability partner. Someone that you really love, someone that you really trust, someone that can talk to you and give you very, very feedback. As in feedback, etali mu editing, you know, atakubulira birungi byokka, ayinza okugamba nti kino na kino oli mulungi, kino oli mufu. Ate omanyi, we have a problem. Twesiba nnyo ku bintu bye tasobola. Obeera mufu nnyo mu kintu ekimu n'okiremerako nnyo, naye ng'ate oli mulamu nnyo mu kino, naye nga tokyagala. Nga we are all seeing it, that all I wish you would just wake up. He's so good at this. Nengo lemede kuchifu. Atengo limufu nnyo. Results is zero all the time. Nenga, you're so passionate about it. Simply because someone inspired you, or, you know, you're trying to be someone. So, so this is how we do it. We have like a very simple formula that we use. Okugata ebintu ebyo. Jukira twatandikidde passion, which, you know, there's a passion, there's a skill, and then we said passion is skill. Passion plus skill, intersection is convergence, okay? And it will equal to what we want to buy when we see it. Then it will get up just transformation, which you've all understood. Then, the formula here is that passion plus the skill, or passion and skill, plus usefulness. Usefulness to mean, when I look at it, I warm up to it. I like it. Okay? As a must. Chikomenkereza mu success. Njagala tujjemu bino. Toteekamu kintu kye weesibako ng'okimanyi tokisobola naye owulira ky'oyagala. Twabalina mu bibiina. Nayina omuvubuka gwe twatula naye senior 6. I'm serious. Guy yaddamu senior 6 emirundi 5. Naye ng'ayagala kuba musawo. Now, there is stupidity and there is emyaka 5 ng'ayagala kuba musawo. Omwami nja kwogera erinnya lye erimu baali bamuyita Mulwana. Mulwana namusanga yakaddamu emirundi 2. Nga bwe bw'oba akayingira kibasooka okwanjulira agamba bamuyita Mulwana, teri kibuuzo mu physics kyatamanyi, teri kibuuzo mu chemistry kyatamanyi. You know? Yakaddamu ekibiina emirundi bwe giti. Bw'oba olina kyoyagala kyonna yajja okuyamba okuyita. And indeed he used to help us to pass, but he used to rebound. Oba yalina kisiraani simanyi. Now, toweesiba ku kintu. Tefulina budde bungi nnyo, by the way. Toweesiba ku kintu ky'otalina. Kola ky'osobola, ky'otasobola kireke. Kyesonyiwe, edit it out of your life. This guy eventually is not a doctor. Eventually yabivaako n'afuuka musomesa. He's a very good teacher, by the way. A very good teacher. And he taught us, we all passed. I wish he was teaching us for money, but he was just helping us to pass. 5 years of helping all the others to become doctors and you're not. And you thought you would still be a doctor. So don't waste time ku kintu ekirina gye kikutwala. As we said, passion, skill, okay? Awanji? Usefulness equals to what? Okay, then tukatugende kino sigenda kirwako. When we are beginning a business, a passion-based business, maze okunyonyola passion bulungi nenkuleeta paka wenjagala okuleeta. When we are starting a business, any business, bintu bisatu bye twetaaga. It's okay. Have something, a product or a service to sell. Okay? At least have a product or a service to sell. If you don't have it, then you don't have customers. We have nothing to buy from you. Okay? Some of you smile so nice. I wish you can put that smile to use. Seriously. Do you know that that smile is an entry point to so many things? I assure you. Some of you can smile so nice that the guy will just fall. Seriously. Yes. Guys, from experience, because the woman has smiled so nice. So what if a guy one? Okay. Tell you what, you go in a shop and the service and the smile is so nice. In that bagay mitwale video because the smile is so nice. So, yeah. Seriously. Okay. So, have a product or a service to sell. Number 2, find people that are willing to buy it. Number 3, find a way to get paid for it. And we'll have a business running immediately. 3 things. Have a product or service to sell. Find the people that are willing to buy it, or to pay for those services, or to pay for those products. Then number 3, figure out a way to rate your product or your services that we may pay for them. There are some people from experience that they cannot say their worth. It's so good. You're like, for this service, how much should I pay? I'm not talking about such people. I'm talking about business people that know their worth, their value. Like for this session as a coach, yes, and that's what people want to hear, by the way. Bomugambe mitwalo ebiri agamba naye service eno nafunamu no coach we mitwalo ebiri. So if it's 100,000, be bold, say it. Eno coach session ya mitwalo 10. Chimusulire bwe najja okugula emipiira ojjukira bwe najja she had a value for her tires. Era yangamba coach team buli mupiira gwa sente bweziti. Mukwano gusooka ne budde ebbali waliwo kyanguza ate nkyetaaga tesigenda kumpa value. So ngamaliriza, you want to start a business? It's as simple as this. Have a product or a service to sell to us. 2, find people that are willing to buy it. Now, it's too detailed that I can't go through each one of them because they're really detailed. That's like a course unit of its own. Number 3, ngomaze okusinka okufuna abantu abali willing to buy it, find a way to rate it. Rate it, give it a rate, and don't be apologetic about your rate. That is your rate. That particular one, Ngabojja, I love my wife about it. When she started the sessions as a coaching, the first time she now like started to launch out, I was like, now what are you going to charge for these sessions? She was like, an hour sikawansiwa mitwalo 5. And that was back then. But do you know that no one here in this country has been charging those sessions? Abasumba bafe ogendayo nakusimba emikono nakusabira nolaba kyomuwadde gwalaba kyomuwadde olowooza abantu will they pay for the service? Nangamba, I'm giving them value. I'm giving them something they want. They should be able to pay for it. If they can't, that's not a problem. But I have a value, and that is my value. 5 byalinga ebyokusaaga ne muzisasula abamu mbalaba bwe muli wano mwazisasulanga. Then all of a sudden she was like, I've realized when these people come, they don't come with one problem. They come with so many problems. I have to have follow-up sessions. So I'm taking it to 100,000. Emugamba wanji. When she put it at 100,000, you people paid. That means you were getting value out of it. That means you were appreciating it. From there, nachongera chagenda mu 2. Yatandika couple session. Olusi bajja 2. So I've realized I should have now a rate for couple sessions. Nenga wanji ya make ya 15. And people paid. I'm using her as an example. Kubanga abamu kumwe, you have so many good products and so many good services that can make you rich, wealthy. Newe mutia wetia. Be proud and confident about who you are. And when you are selling that product or service to someone, do it confidently and proudly, because you're building this nation, you're helping someone, you're offering a solution. So you shouldn't be apologetic about helping someone. In business, seriously, the reason as to why we stay in business is because someone is paying the bills. So someone has to pay the bills. Otherwise, there's no reason for. So if you're here and you're a future entrepreneur, pricing your products, you're in the wrong place. If you're afraid of pricing your services, you're in the wrong place. But if you're proud to price your products and your services, you are in the right place. All that you need is a bit of coaching, and we are available to help you, okay, on how to brand yourself. There's a certain lady that I've been looking for. Namaliriza atunda ebinyeebwa nga byampeke nnene. Abiteeka transparent plastic. Ebinyeebwa ebyo biwooma tateekako linnyawe wali obuzibu. Kati njagala omuyamba kwebrandinga kubanga I think tuli bangi abaagala okugula because whenever I go to that supermarket nsanga biweddewo. So nembabuuza aleeta ebinyeebwa ebyo nti waliwo omukazi abireeta tutumumanyi. So what she needs is to be helped. Brand akakebe kaako obulungi nga balaba Sumis bwe bakola abaani teekako contacts zona. Actually ebinyeebwa bisinga ebyabalala. Biwooma nnyo naye she doesn't know. General manager Anyway, thank you so much. I want to recognize a friend, Prophet Makoko. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Wow, that's very, very, very powerful. A round of applause again for Mr. Sabiti.